Alright, welcome to the next saga, which is arcade games. This one I'm hyped for because Arcade looks like a really cool character. His whole gimmick and everything, it's just really awesome. And I want to talk about the current event going on and how to eventually get a 7-star version of Captain Marvel movie. Now, of course, we can't get her immediately, but also you might be able to if you get really lucky with her crystals, but more on that later. And I have 10 crystals to open at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Actually, it's 11 crystals, but we'll just round down a bit. But yeah, first things first, so for the side event, you want to win 8 fights with any star version of Captain Marvel movie. It can just be any fight, so for example, these really easy Road to the Labyrinth fights. This works for the objectives. And yeah, you get these Murder World tickets, right? And these tickets allow you to enter the side quest. And you're gonna get rewards for the side quest, obviously, and I'm gonna walk you through it right now. And I'm gonna do it in a very fun way because I'm gonna use Electro as my main character. But yeah, the rewards here are honestly pretty solid. You get about 257 star shards per run and some Titan shards as well, which is honestly very welcome. But yeah, just scout out the path. There are some limitations to this quest. You can't use cosmic characters, and you can't use who's the other one? Who's missing here? Skill. Yeah, you can't use skill characters. So yeah, that's the limitation right there. But once you have your team ready, you have to decide on what rewards you want in the quest. So you have 2 options. I believe the first one is 7-star shards and 6-star relic shards. The second one is 7-star shards or a tier 6 class catalyst crystal. And then the last one is class catalyst crystal or some more relic shards. So yeah, it's nothing major. I mean, it does add up, obviously. It is important to make a good choice. But yeah, you have the choice of picking your rewards. But also, whenever you do that, you also have to keep in mind that whenever you pick a certain node, it gives that node to the final boss as well. And by the way, Electro, he is kind of silly. That was a very fast fight. Now we have this Namor fight here, and I'm showing this with Electro because I want to I guess encourage you, because the side quest isn't that tough. Okay, actually the Juggernaut boss is kind of annoying, but it depends on what nodes you give him, because if you give him a very annoying set of nodes, he'll be obviously a pain, right? But I think with a proper counter and not Electro, he won't be that bad. But yeah, here we have this Namor, and Electro, he hits pretty hard. He is known for massive crits because of his high base attack rating and his near guaranteed crits whenever he's awakened. And right there, he just crits a ton. And with the Spider-Man Supreme synergy, he gets shocks on himself, which gives him even more attack rating. So he's honestly just a really cool character. And now we have this Drax fight here. So whenever you have this Drax fight, you give the Juggernaut boss Feet of Indestructible, so watch out for that, because yeah, I didn't in my one attempt, or in one of my attempts, and it cost me big time. So yeah, just watch out for that. Be prepared for a very beefed up Juggernaut, but he shouldn't be too difficult if you have the proper science champion to counter him, or you can use Electro. Electro does work, you'll see later on in the video. But yeah, look at this damage output. We're gonna go in here and then we're gonna drop the SP2. No crit. That's unfortunate. However, we still have another chance to crit again. I have to play it very slow here, so I go for a slow combo and then I drop the SP2 and a nice 57,000 crit. And yes, this is secretly an Electro video, but I don't care, right? This is still helping you. I'm telling you what to do for the side quest, but yes, this is also an Electro video because I want to make one about him since he is so cool. But yeah, you just keep on going into the quest. You now have this Dr. Voodoo fight. I think it does change from time to time. This could be a Diablo or something. But once you beat this quest, you have to do it 3 more times. And once you do that, I'll tell you what to do afterwards. It's basically nothing. You don't have to do anything after that. But there I get hit, which is super annoying. But you know what? Electro, he doesn't care, because watch this. He's going to go in, he's going to drop the SP2, and he's going to crit. he's not. I don't know why he crits like on every single hit besides the SP2. It's like honestly kind of frustrating, but you know what? It's okay because he still does very good damage output. And yeah, he is just like walloping the side quest. Except for this fight. This fight is a disaster, but we'll just I'll show you why. Turns out Beast actually has like some defensive value since he kind of like shuts off any crit damage. Kind of like Man-Thing before Man-Thing was a thing. That was a whole lot of things to say, but yeah, so this fight has Footloose. So once you do this fight, you give Juggernaut Footloose, and it's like pretty much pre-buff Juggernaut at that point, but with like evade, so it's somewhat annoying. But yeah, here I dropped the SP2. I should have dropped it, but I didn't. Actually, okay, so there's this one note that's also there. I don't think it's too impactful, to be honest, but I just still played around it. But I shouldn't have, because now I'm kind of just back at square one, and he has the Acrobat form on. And when he has that form on, he reduces your crit damage rating by like 100% basically, so it is very, very annoying. Like right there, I'm doing like 0 damage to him at that point, and it's like really, really frustrating. But here I dropped the SP1, and yeah, this man is just not going down, and it's very, very frustrating. But yeah, here I go back in though. I dropped the SP2 in a second, and it does a nice 53,000 crit. So Electro's kind of a beast, man. He's like really, really fun for questing stuff. But now we have this Juggernaut fight, and this Juggernaut fight, so what nodes I gave him were Down and Out, Feat of Indestructible, and also Footloose. So he is not an easy Juggernaut, right? He is kind of annoying, at least for Electro, but like probably with like, you know, proper science champion, he like probably won't be that bad, but in my scenario, in my situation, it was a very, very annoying fight. So he also has Power Shield 2.0, and this node is terrible, man. It's like a worse Power Shield, but like way, way worse. And you want to just try to have a champion that has a very strong like SP2 or something, like Electro right here. If he wants to crit, he like never crits. And it's crazy because Juggernaut was like over 2 bars of power, which means we should have like plus 3,000 crit rating, because my Electro is 6200 because I am a goofball, okay? I want to do it for some fun, and you know what? I'm not having fun right now because he's just not critting. It's like, why'd I give him the 6 stones then? But yeah, sorry for that little vent. It's just annoying how this guy is just so unreliable, but there's always a second chance, like right here. We're gonna go in, we're gonna drop the relic, and we do a very nice SP2. That was over 160,000 damage, but my Electro's health is very low, and you know, Electro, he doesn't have that much health at base, so we are in a bit of trouble because I missed some parries after this, and that does cost me big time. And like right there, I can't stun him anymore because of Roll with the Punches, which is also a node in this fight, and it's very, very frustrating. But you know, there's still a chance. I don't have like too much health, like I said, but maybe if I get a parry, which I don't, so I take so much block damage, I am a bit worried now, to be honest. However, we are almost at the next SP2. He hit my block again, which really, really hurt, but then I dropped this and it one-shots him because it did 173,000 damage. Very fun fight. Not really, but Electro's just really fun. And yeah, you get these rewards 4 times, so like once you do your 4 sets, you then get like a solo objective done, and then you have enough Mysterium to buy the 10 Magnetron crystals. So let's just do that right now, and let me show you what it looks like. So the Magnetron crystals, they actually have a purchase limit of 10, and this is monthly. So once you have like the 10 crystals purchased, you have to wait until the next event in July to get your next set of 10 Magnetron crystals. However, you do get 5 from the side event, and you also get more throughout, like, you know, the saga time spans, like the Alliance War Showcase, the Incursions event, the other side quests in like July and August. There are multiple ways to get these for free, and I think you have a total of 104 crystals to open, which means you do get 7-star Captain Marvel movie guaranteed for free if you can beat like all the challenges to get the Magnetron crystals. But we have 10 of these to open now, and I just want a 7-star Captain Marvel because I've been playing her on my alt account, and she is such a blast to play still. She is such a fun character, and I really, really want that 7-star version because if I get her and awaken her, she might go to rank 3 because she is just that fun in my opinion. But yeah, first 2 crystals, nothing too good just yet, but I still have a few of these to open. I do have some hope that I can get, you know, maybe a 7-star Captain Marvel, but then again, keep in mind that the drop rate is 1.5% for a 7-star character, and it's also 0.3% for a 7-star Captain Marvel. So even with like your 100 crystals, it's just a 30% chance to get Captain Marvel. It is not high in the slightest, but that doesn't mean it's impossible, so I do have hope. Next crystal is a 5-star Mr. Sinister, so I am already just not having a good time. However, still 7 crystals, right? And it's honestly crazy how, like, instead of runestones that do absolutely nothing, you get to open over 100 Paragon crystals throughout the event. That is, like, honestly a massive upgrade. And here's a 6-star version of Thor Ragnarok, which is honestly okay. I'll take the 7-star shards, and I also like the character a ton, so yeah, that's pretty sweet. But yeah, like over 100 Paragon crystals for free and a guaranteed 7-star champion if you can beat all the challenges. That's like really good stuff. That is a massive upgrade from the Mcoc saga event. And you know, maybe Captain Marvel isn't better than Nightcrawler, but she still is a very good champion in my opinion at least. But yeah, let's just pop open the last 5 here, see what we get. And we're just gonna go back in now. We're gonna do a quick pop right here. And we get nothing too good, unfortunately, but you know what, we have more crystals in the future. My old account also has some crystals to open, but more on that in a separate video. But let me know your thoughts on the arcade event, or like the arcade games event, and yeah, that's about it for me.